Hello students, in this video class, we will discuss about methods, definition of a method, syntax of a method, and then classification of a method. I had already discussed in your offline classes the classification of variables. Okay, we can classify variables on two different bases, on the basis of position of their declaration and on the basis of type of value they hold. So on the basis of position of declaration, variables are of three types: static variable, non-static variable, and local variable. And on the basis of the type of value they hold, variables are classified into two types. One is your primitive type variables and non-primitive type variables. Okay. But in this video class, we will discuss about the classification of methods. Okay. So directly we cannot say methods are of three types or methods are of four types or methods are of two types. No, there are different bases upon which we can classify methods. Okay, so we will discuss about all these things. So let us start. Let us start. Listen. So method. Method. Methods, which are also called as functions, Okay. So method is a subprogram. A method in Java is a subprogram written within the main program. Okay. So what is method? Method in Java is a subprogram written within the main program. Okay. एक ओवरऑल प्रोग्राम में, कंप्लीट प्रोग्राम में छोटे छोटे सब प्रोग्राम्स को मेथड कहा जाता है. फॉर एग्जांपल public class calculator. Okay, public class calculator. So calculator is our program. If I define methods, suppose the first method is add method. Assume the first method is add method and some lines we have written within the block of add method. Then public void subtract method. Okay, subtract method. And assume some lines are written within the block of subtract method. Some lines are written within the block of subtract method. Similarly, there can be multiply method. Okay, so we can define many methods within a class. So public void multiply. Yes or no? Public void multiply. And many other methods can also be written within the block of the class. Okay. So we can say, what is this? This is a method. Okay, this is method. This is the first method. Okay, within this program, this is the first method. This is your second method. And this is your third method. And this is your third method. And this is your third method. Okay, this is your first method, second method, third method. Clear? So method is a sub program. सब मतलब छोटा सा प्रोग्राम जो कि बड़े से प्रोग्राम के अंदर में लिखा जाता है. So what is the definition? Method is a sub program written within the main program. Clear? In order to complete a specific task. So this is the complete definition of a method. So what is the complete definition of a method? A method in Java is a subprogram written within the main program to complete a specific task, to complete or execute a specific task. Clear? Now we will discuss about the syntax of method. Yes, listen. Syntax of a method. Okay, syntax of a method. Suppose if I write example, public static void, suppose m1, okay, m1 int x comma int y, and some lines are written within the body, assume, so this is the block of the method, this is the block of the method. Okay, so this part from here to here, okay, this part is called as your methods head part. Okay, methods head part, and this part is called as your methods body part. Methods body part. Okay, clear? This part is called as your methods head part, and this part is called as your methods body part. Okay, listen. Now, if I write public static void m1 int x comma int y, int x comma int y. So what is this public? Public is your access modifier. Public is your access modifier. Okay, public is your access modifier. What is a static? Static is your non-access modifier. Non-access modifier. Non-access modifier. What is void? Void is your return type of the method. Okay, return type of the method. Return type of the method. Okay, so public is your access modifier, static is your non-access modifier, void is your return type of the method. What is this m1? M1 is the name of the method. Name of the method. In place of method, you can use the word function, name of the function or return type of the function. Okay, then x and y, this is called as methods formal parameter. Methods formal parameter list, or methods formal parameters. Clear? Okay. Now listen. In some books, it is written as, okay, it is written as access specifiers. It is also written as access specifiers. Access specifiers. Okay. But in Java, okay, see, in many books, the word access specifier is written. What is the reason behind it? Because the authors initially they were prepared for C programming or C++. They were acquainted with those programming languages. Okay, but when they came into the concept of Java, or when they learned the concept of Java, so they just use the same word access specifier in these programming language also in Java. Okay, but in Java, there is no such word like access specifier, even though it is written in your book. I can give you the proof for this. Okay, so it should be access modifier, but if you're writing access specifier, it's okay. Okay, we can understand that we're talking about public, private, protected. Okay, so we can understand, but the word in actuality, the word should be used is access modifier. Clear? Okay, and what is static? Static is a non-access modifier. Both are modifiers. Public is also a modifier, static is a modifier. But what is the difference between public and static? Public is an access modifier, static is a non-access modifier. Okay, let me give you the proof. Listen, suppose, where is BlueJ? I cannot find the icon. Yes, here is the icon. Okay. Let me create a new class, give any name. Okay, double click over it, maximize it, control A, backspace. Okay, control A, backspace. Listen. PUBLIC public, CLASS class, DEMO public class demo. PUBLIC public, STATIC static, void main string string array space args, string array space args. Okay, suppose if I call m1, similarly in Java we are using the word methods, but in C programming language, C++ programming language, these were called as functions. Okay, clear na? But in Java it should be called as method. Even though if you are calling function, it's okay. Okay, we can understand. Clear? But let me show it to you. Suppose let me call one method m1, which is not defined within this class. So here we will get the error. Here we will get the error. See, compile time error, cannot find symbol method m1. See, the compiler also uses the word method. It is not using the word function, right? Or else you could have got that error message, cannot find symbol function m1. But here we are not getting the word function. So in Java, actually, function word should not be used. If it is used, it's okay. But we should use the word method. Sir, it is written in the book. I told now. If somebody has learned C programming or C++ programming, and if he is switching to a new programming language, then some impact switches, okay. Huh? Then listen. So cannot find symbol method m1, cannot find symbol method m1. So in Java, these can be called as methods. Okay. Then if, let me remove this line and click on compile, no syntax error. Okay. Now, if I use public static static class demo, if I use the static keyword there in class declaration statement, so what will be the error? Modifier static not allowed here. Hence, it is proved that static is also a modifier. Static modifier, modifier static not allowed here. But what kind of modifier is static? It's a non-access modifier. It is a non-access modifier. Clear? Then, okay. Then let me make it private. PRIVAT private. If I compile this program, I will get the error modifier private not allowed. Hence, it is proved that the compiler also what uses the word modifier for these public, private, protected. Is this clear? So public, private, protected, all these are modifiers. Clear? In C programming language or C++ programming language, we make use of the word access specifier. Access specifier. But in this programming language, Java programming language, we should use the term access modifiers. Okay, access modifiers. So the syntax is public is what is public? It is a modifier. What is static? It is also a modifier. But what is the difference between public and static? Public is an access modifier, static is a non-access modifier. Sir, both are keywords, na? Sir, both are keywords, na? Yes, both are keywords, but what kind of keywords? What is their functionality? Specific functionality. Okay, so public is a keyword, but it is called as an access modifier. What is a static? Static is a keyword, but it is called as non-access modifier. And what is void? It is the return type of the method. In place of void, you can use other return type also. You can use byte, you can use short, you can use int, you can use long, you can use float, you can use double, you can use any data type in place of void. That data type will be called as return type of the method. That data type will be called as return type of the method. Then M1, what is M1? It is the name of the method. It is the name of the method. Then what is X and Y? X is the first formal parameter and Y is the second formal parameter. So this is called as methods formal parameters. Methods formal parameter, or you can say parameter list. You can also call it as parameter list. So this is the syntax of method. This is the syntax of method. Okay. Now, before going into the classification, let me discuss about uh, calling a method. Okay, calling a method calling. Listen. Now we will discuss about method calling or method invocation. Method invocation. Okay, method calling or method invocation. Invoking a method, calling a method, both are same. Okay, now listen. Example. See. Public class demo. Okay. Public static void main capital string string array space args. Okay. Now let me call m1 method. Okay, let me call m1 method. Now we have to define m1 method. Public static void m1 curly bracket start. You can write anything within the m1 method. Suppose let me print hello. Okay, let me print hello. This is the block of m1 method and this is the block of mn method, and this is the block of class. This is the block of class. Listen. So here, this is method calling. Okay, here m1 method is called. Here m1 method is invoked, or you can say called. Here m1 method is called, or you can say invoked. And here this part, here m1 method is defined. Here m1 method is defined. ठीक है, तो कैसे पता चलेगा कि यहाँ पे मेथड डिफाइन हो रहा है और वहां पे मेथड कॉल हो रहा है? तो जहां पे सिर्फ तुमको मेथड का नाम दिखाई दे, पैरेंथेसिस दिखाई दे, सेमीकोलन दिखाई दे, है ना, करली ब्रैकेट वगैरह ना दिखाई दे, जैसे ये वाला पार्ट देखो, इस जगह में हम लोग सिर्फ मेथड का नाम, पैरेंथेसिस, सेमीकोलन, इस तरह का स्ट्रक्चर दिखाई दे, पब्लिक स्टैटिक वॉइड m1 उस तरह का नहीं दिखाई दे, तो हम लोग कहेंगे कि यहाँ पर मेथड m1 को कॉल किया जा रहा है. हु इज कॉलिंग? मेन मेथड इज कॉलिंग m1 मेथड. लेकिन जहां पे तुमको पूरा दिख जाए कि पब्लिक स्टैटिक वॉइड m1 है ना, उसका करली ब्रैकेट स्टार्ट रहेगा, उसके अंदर कुछ स्टेटमेंट्स लिखे होंगे, उसका ब्लॉक क्लोज हो रहा होगा, समझ लो वो पूरा का पूरा पार्ट को कहा जाएगा उस मेथड का डिफिनेशन. So we have written here m1 method is called or invoked, and here m1 method is defined. Here m1 method is defined. Is this clear? Okay, so the control will, when if we call the main method, and within the block of main method, m1 method is getting invoked. So the control will go to m1 method, and within the block of m1 method, we have printed hello. So what will be the output of this coding? The output of this coding will be hello. The output of this coding will be hello. Okay. Now listen. Now we will discuss about rules for method invocation. Rules for method invocation or method calling. Method invocation, or you can say method calling. Rules for method calling. Rules for method calling. Listen. Rule number 1. A static method can be called from within the block of both static and non-static methods. A static method can be called directly. Here the word directly is important. Here the word directly is important. A static method can be called directly from within the block of both static and non-static methods. Static and non-static methods. Static and non-static methods. Okay. Example. Public class demo. Okay. Then public static void, suppose M1. Okay. And we have written some lines within this M1 method. Now let me define another method, public static void M2 method, public static void M2 method. Clear? And from within the M2 method, okay, let me print one statement here, system. Suppose system dot out dot println. Suppose I have printed hello. Okay. Now from within the block of M2 method, let me call M1 method directly. Let me call M1 method directly. So here it is okay. We will not get any error. We will not get any error. Okay. Then public void M2. Oh, sorry, M3. Public void M3. Okay. And if you are calling M1 method from within the block of M3 method, then also it is correct. No syntax error. So this is the block of your class. This is the block of M1 method. This is the block of M2 method. This is the block of M3 method. Now please look at the program. Within this class, how many methods are there? Within this class, 3 methods are there. The first method is your M1 method. Look at the program. The first method is your M1 method. Okay. The second method is your M2 method. And the third method is your M3 method. Okay. M1 method is your static method. M2 method is also a static method. M3 method is a non-static method. M1 method is a static method. Okay. M2 method is a static method. M3 method is a non-static method. Now within the block of M1 method, we have written a println statement where we are trying to print hello. And from within the block of M2 method, we have invoked M1 method, which is a static method. तो देखो M1 मेथड एक स्टैटिक मेथड है, उसको हम लोग कहां से कॉल कर रहे हैं? स्टैटिक M2 मेथड के ब्लॉक के अंदर से डायरेक्टली कॉल हो जा रहा है। और नॉन स्टैटिक मेथड M3 है, उसके अंदर से भी M1 को कॉल कर रहे हैं। तो ये चलेगा। लेट मी टाइप द प्रोग्राम फॉर यू, लिसन। ओके, सो पब्लिक क्लास डेमो, okay, public class demo, public static void M1. Suppose if I write here system dot out dot println, system dot out dot println, what? hello, hello. Okay, now let me copy this. Let me copy this and paste it here and here. Yes, suppose the name of this method is M2 method, and from within the block of M2 method, let me call M1 method directly. And suppose this method is M3 method and it is a non-static method. It is a non-static method. Now from within the block of M3 method, okay, if I am calling which method? The first M1 method only. यहाँ पे ध्यान से देखो, इस जगह में M1 मेथड कॉल हो रहा है, इस जगह में भी M1 मेथड कॉल हो रहा है, लेकिन यहाँ पे M1 मेथड कॉल हो रहा है स्टैटिक M2 मेथड के बॉडी के अंदर से, और यहाँ पे M1 मेथड कॉल हो रहा है नॉन स्टैटिक M3 मेथड के बॉडी के अंदर से. Compile, no syntax error. Compile, no syntax error. So the first point is proved. What is the first point? What is the first point? The first point is a static method can be called directly from within the block of both static and non-static methods. एक static method को तुम एक static method के अंदर से भी directly call कर सकते हो, non-static method के अंदर से भी directly call कर सकते हो. Clear? Okay. Then point number 2, rule number 2. Okay, rule number 2. Rule number 2. What is the rule number 2? What is the rule number 2? Rule number 2 is a non-static method. A non-static method can be invoked, or you can say called, directly. The word directly is very, very important. Huh? A non-static method can be invoked or called directly from within the block of another non-static method. From another non-static methods. From another non-static methods. But it cannot be accessed. It means non-static method. What is the meaning of it? Non-static methods cannot be accessed, or you can write invoked, cannot be invoked or called directly. Focus on the word directly, okay? But it cannot be invoked or called directly from within the block of static methods. From within the block of static methods. Example, if I write public class demo, okay, public class demo, public static, let me define a non-static method, public void m1, okay, and suppose I have written system.out.println hello, okay, system.out.println hello. Now let me define a static method, public static void m2 system dot out dot print, no, not system dot out dot println. Here we will call m1 method. Here we will call m1 method. Okay, and let me write here public void m3 curly bracket start, and from within the block of m3 method, let me call m1 method. Let me call m1 method. Let me call m1 method. Okay, so public class demo, public void m1, public static void m2, public void m3. Look at the program within this block, within the block of the class demo here. Look there. Within the block of the class, how many methods are there? 3 methods are there. The first method is m1. The second method is m2. The third method is m3. M1 method is a non-static method. M2 method is a static method. M3 method is a non-static method. Clear? So here we will get error. Here we will get error. Okay, this is okay. From within the block of non-static method, you can call another non-static method. This is correct. See, M1 method, it's a non-static method. Okay. And what is M3 method is also a non-static method. So from within the block of non-static method, you can call another non-static method. It's okay. But here you will get error. Here you will get error. Compile time error. What is a compile time error? Non-static method M1. Non-static method M1. Non-static method M1 cannot be referenced. Cannot be referenced. Cannot be referenced from a static context. From a static context. from a static context. So this will be the compile time error. This will be the compile time error. Let me show this to you. Okay, yes. Let me make M1 method a non-static method. Okay. Now, if I call M1 method from here and M1 method from here, I will get the error. Non-static method M1 cannot be referenced from a static context. See, non-static method M1 cannot be referenced from a static context. Sir, I want to access. Sir, I want to access. Can I access? Yes, you can access, but not directly. In order to access a non-static method, look at the program. In order to access a non-static method from within the block of a static method, you have to create an object of the corresponding class. Corresponding class means the same class. So here, in order to remove the error, I will have to create the object of class demo. Demo d-obj is equal to new, demo parenthesis semicolon, and here d-obj dot. You need to write d-obj dot. Means you are trying to call M1 method, which is a non-static method by the help of object, Compile, no syntax error. See, compile, no syntax error. Clear? So this is the rule. Okay. That's why I have used the word directly. We can invoke, but not directly. We have to create the object. Okay, we have to create the object and then call the method upon that object. Clear? So these are the rules. Achha, if the invocation is done outside the class, then if you are trying to call a method of another class, then a very simple rule is there. What is that rule? If the method is a static method, you can call it by class name dot method. If the method is a non-static method, you need to create an object of the class. Let me show it to you. Okay. Listen. Suppose here two methods are there. Okay. Here two methods are there. Now within this, let me write M1 method, M1 method, M1 method of class demo, M1 method of class demo, or let me write non-static M1 method of class demo. So if this line is getting printed on the output screen, that means somebody has called M1 method or M1 method has executed. Then M2 method, okay, M2 method, let me copy this line and paste it here. System.out.println static, system.out.println static M2 method, static M2 method of class demo, Okay, let me delete this. Control K, no syntax error. Okay, Control K, no syntax error. Now let me create another class. Okay, Control A, backspace. Public class class, public class tester, tester, public class tester, public static static void main capital str ing string array space args. Okay, now I have to call which method? M1 method. Yes or no? M1 method and M2 method. So here I will get the error, cannot find symbol method M1. Cannot find symbol method. Sir, why are we getting this error? Sir, ये error क्यों आ रहा है? M1 method तो define किए ना हम, फिर ये error क्यों आ रहा है? इसलिए एरर आ रहा है क्योंकि कंपाइलर इस क्लास के अंदर ढूंढने की कोशिश कर रहा है कि M1 मेथड कहां डिफाइंड है। टेस्टर क्लास के अंदर प्रोग्राम देखो, टेस्टर क्लास के अंदर कहीं पे भी M1 मेथड को डिफाइन किया गया है? कहीं नहीं किया गया। लेकिन तुम कंपाइलर से ये कहना चाह रहे हो कि डेमो क्लास का जो M1 मेथड है ना, वो तो तुमको जाके पहले चेक करना पड़ेगा कि M1 मेथड स्टैटिक है कि नॉन स्टैटिक है। नॉन स्टैटिक है तो फिर तुम उसको क्लास नेम से कॉल नहीं करोगे, ऑब्जेक्ट से कॉल करोगे। मतलब टेस्टर क्लास में डेमो क्लास का ऑब्जेक्ट क्रिएट करना पड़ेगा। डेमो DOBJ is equal to new demo parenthesis semicolon DOBJ dot m1. ओके, तो यहाँ पे m1 मेथड को कॉल कर रहे हैं कौन से क्लास का, डेमो क्लास का। लेकिन ऑब्जेक्ट क्यों क्रिएट कर रहे हैं सर, क्योंकि m1 मेथड नॉन स्टैटिक मेथड। याद करो मैंने क्लास में इसीलिए बताया था नॉन स्टैटिक मेथड्स आर आल्सो कॉल्ड एज ऑब्जेक्ट लेवल मेथड्स और इंस्टेंस मेथड्स। ओके, देन गो टू डेमो क्लास एंड सी M2 method is a static method, right? M2 method is a static method. So in order to call the M2 method, you need to use the class name demo dot. Now, if I compile now, I will get no syntax error. I will get no syntax error. So the rule is very simple. Okay. In order to call the static method, use class name. In order to call the non-static methods, use objects. Use objects. If you are calling a method outside the class. But if the call is within the same class, then if you are calling from within the block of static method, you can call a static method directly. But non-static method cannot be called from a static method directly. You need to create the object. So all these are the rules. Please practice in your computer and see. Okay, and write your own points in your diary or notebook. Okay, and try to practice them again and again. And then only the concept will be yours. So for today, this much we will learn. Thank you so much for watching this video. Bye bye. Take care.